Hello? Oh, okay. Wait, now it should be hearing me. That was weird. Whew. Okay, okay. Wow, this is gonna be a little bit of a. It's gonna be a little bit scuffed. Oh, okay. Wait, now it should be hearing me. That was weird. Oh, I'm not moving everything that I should be. Where? Where did I put it? There it is. Yeah, let me move this screen. Yeah, okay, this is gonna be super scuffed. Okay, so I only found out about this direct yesterday. Um, so this is kind of last minute. I woke up very late today. I had to kind of scramble to get everything. I didn't want to bother trying to put together the same stream setup that I had when I did this last year, or not last year, or was it last year? I really can't remember. The when I did the D23 reaction, I had a very simple yeah, no, it wasn't last year. What am I saying? It was literally earlier this summer. Um, but I had a very simple stream setup with I had a different avatar on the screen, and it wasn't animated like this. I'm because I didn't have the time to remake that setup because I unfortunately lost the settings to it. Um, I'm stealing the live stream setup that I use on my music account. I set this up because I've been doing quite a bit of YouTube live streams over on my main Bardometer account. And it's been tons of fun over there. I just, I had less than 10 minutes basically when I realized like, oh shit, I gotta start streaming or I'm gonna miss it. To the point, why am I streaming? This isn't a Disney thing at all. It's literally in my name. I'm Disney Armchair. What am I doing here? Well, if you know me from my other account of Bardometer, you know I am a massive fan of Disney. So, sorry, I misspoke. Fuck. I'm a massive fan of Nintendo. Um, and I know that this isn't like it isn't Disney related at all because Super Nintendo World is in Universal Studios, but I'm really invested, honestly, in this. And I do need to clarify. I'm not just a big fan of Disney in particular. I am a big fan of theme park uh, ingenuity and design process and everything of the like in general. I've been trying to follow Universal's big expanded universe stuff as much as I can. It all looks super exciting. I am so excited about both the How to Train Your Dragon world and the horror area. That looks like so much fun. But Super Nintendo World, of course, is really taking the cake for me because I love Nintendo. I never thought I would see a Nintendo amusement park happen. So I remember years ago when it first opened, I was thrilled. I still haven't been, though. That is one thing I will say I haven't been. Um, but it did excite me long ago when Nintendo first began talking about how they wanted to do things like add Donkey Kong to the parks. And the Donkey Kong roller coaster they want to put in my opinion, it's going to be revolutionary. I think it's going to change theme park roller coasters forever, this new design that they've come up with. But I'm really interested to see, will they talk about more than that? Because I would love to know if we're going to move beyond just Mario and like Mario adjacent characters in Nintendo world, because I mean they have the opportunity to do more harsh Nintendo labels, like some things that aren't owned by smaller companies within Nintendo. Things like we can get anything from like I guess Legend of Zelda is the big one that comes up. I would love to see something from Metroid, but of course I think that's going to end up being a bit more mature and less kid friendly, which seems to definitely be the direction they want to take this. Legend of Zelda, I would gladly take that though. Pikmin, there's already some Pikmin references in the park. I know that. Um, there's already a bit of Yoshi, which is great. And they already covered a base with Mario Kart. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
こんにちは、宮本です。
Oh,
今回
I'm
は
getting a
元
lot
ユ
of
ニバーサル
audio in at once.
2021年3月にオープンして以来、世界中からたくさんの方々に来ていただいて、
Whoa. Miyamoto can run fast. What the fuck? I just realized I'm not sure if the audio is picking up, so I may have to just... There we go. I'm gonna be hearing like doubled audio. That's gonna be kind of weird.
ほら、ドンキーコングのあのリズム、ジャングルビートが聞こえてきました。ここが新エリア、ドンキーコングカントリーです。
Hey, it looks pretty good.
ドンキーコングたちが住むジャングルの世界が広がっています。
They got funkies,
あちらに
right?
見える
Yeah.
のはドンキーコングの家。そしてその奥にそびえるのは黄金の神殿です。実際に見るとこんな巨大な神殿だったんですね。黄金が眩しく輝いています。では早速エリアの中を探検していきましょう。メインのアトラクション以外にもいくつかの秘密の場所があります。あちらの方からコンガの音が聞こえてきましたよ。行ってみましょう。はい、ここではドンキーコングのリズムを使ったアクティビティをプレイできます。今聞こえているこのリズムに合わせてコンガを叩いてください。3人で一緒にプレイするので、今日はドンキーコングカントリーのクルーの2人にも協力をしてもらってます。3人でクリアを目指します。チームワークで頑張りましょう。さあ、このライトに合わせてコンガを叩きます。
That's good. I'm glad that they're doing the same thing that oh, that's fun.
ランビが出てきました。
Wow, Rambi reference.
はい。さあ、チームワークがうまくいったみたいで、次に行きましょう。
I'm glad that they're doing the same thing that the Mario World had, where it had tons of interactable
こちら
stuff.
のようなアルファベットの文字が書かれたプレートがあります。これ
Oh,
は
that's
K で
good.
す
Look, you
ね。
could even collect
さあ、
the
残りは
Kong
何でし
letters.
ょうね。
That's awesome.
文字を見つけたら、この新しいドンキーコングのパワーアップバンドをかざして、
I wonder, do you need the Donkey Kong power band though to interact with the stuff in this part of the park, or can you just have a
こ
power
れは
band
スー
for
パー
the
ニンテン
Mario
ドーワール
area
ドのアプ
too?
リ上でも記録されてます。これ以外にもパワーアップバンドを使って発見できるたくさんの秘密があるので、皆さんで探してみてください。もちろんマリオたちのパワーアップバンド
Oh,
も使
okay,
え
yeah,
ま
there
す
you
よ。
go. Cool, you can use the other
それ
ones.
では次に行ってみましょう。突然ですが問題です。ドンキーコングの好きな食べ物といえば
Oh,
何で
jeez,
しょ
I
う。
don't know, man. Probably bananas.
そうです。
Yes!
このお店ジャングルビートシェイクではバナナの味のフードを用意しました。ドンキーコングが樽を投げて割れる瞬間をイメージした DK クラッシュサンデー。
Dang.
そしてお腹が減ったらスペシャルなホットドッグ
DK Wild
DK ワイ
Hot
ルドドッ
Dog?
グです。アボカドのソースがぴったりです。どちらもこのエリアでしか買うことはできません。では次に行ってみましょう。はい、こちらはドンキーコングの家です。ごめんください。おお。
Oh, Miyamoto, I wouldn't touch that if I were you.
これ一日で食べるんですかね。すごい食欲やね。あ、ドンキーコング。
Oh my god, there he is.
ドンキーコングが来てくれました。元気にして
Well, the
た。
costume looks pretty good. Honestly.
どうですか、このジャングルの住み心地は。
Okay, it does look kind of funny that he's just walking like completely upright.
気に入ってるみたいです。ドラミングも絶好調ですね。じゃあドンキーコング、ここで一緒に
If they had integrated something where he could walk on his knuckles a little bit, I think that would have been really interesting. Because it seems like such a bulky costume already. That would have been a good idea, I think.
はい、ここではドンキーコングと記念写真が撮れます。イエーイ。じゃあまた後でね。さあ、次に来たのは
Yeah,
ドン
Funkies.
キーコングカントリーのショップ。
It's so fun. I cannot believe that we have Funky Kong in a theme park.
世界中で
Oh my
ここ
god,
にし
look
か
at
な
him.
いドンキーコングのグッズを販売しています。 ゲームの中ではファンキーコングがいろんなお助けアイテムを紹介してくれるお店なんですが、皆さんもお気に入りのグッズを探してみてください。それでは次に行ってみましょう。やっと黄金の
Okay,
神
yeah,
殿
we're
に
gonna
着き
look
ま
at
した。
the roller coaster now.
この
This is what
神
I've
殿の
been
中に
looking forward
ドンキ
to.
ーコングカントリーのライドアトラクションがあります。ドンキーコングといえば暗闇を走り抜けるトロッコですね。トロッコに乗ってジャングルを豪快に駆け抜ける冒険に出発しますよ。では中に入ってみましょう。あ、ここに大きなシャトがありますね。おかしいな、ドンキーコングが先に行ったんでしょうか。とりあえずこの足跡を追いかけましょう。神殿の中に入ってきました
Oh,
ね。
it's really just all gold.
さあ進んできました。壁画がありますね。何かみんなでバナナを大事そうにしてますね。特別なバナナなんですかね。ここにも別の壁画がありますね。なんか見覚えがありますね。あれ？何か話し声が聞こえてきますね。クランキーコングとスコークスが何か話してますよ。
Yo, they got Cranky Kong. What? Yo!
テンプルから敵族を追っ払い、ゴールデンバナナを守ってくれ。頼んだぞ。ゴールデンバナナを守れるかはお前たちにかかってある。
That's so cool. What?
どうやらさっきの壁画のバナナ
That's so
が
cool.
ゴールデンバナナみたいですね。この神殿に敵族が攻め込んできて大変なことになってるみたいです。さあみんなでゴールデンバナナを守りに行きましょう。先へ急ぎましょう。はい、トロッコの乗り場に着きました。ここから敵トングからゴールデンバナナを守る冒険に出発します。さあ実際に乗るとどんな感じでしょうか。ほんの少しだけですがその
Well,
様
it's a
子を
roller
ご覧く
coaster,
ださ
of
い。
course. Oh, they got a little bit of a ride
トロッ
POV?
コが
Nice.
スタートしました。レクシーコングが何か言ってますね。
Nice. So, little secret thing. I'm sure some of you may know this, but the actual minecart track is effectively underneath the cart. It's like fake. Yeah, see, so it looks like you're flying through the air for a second there, but actually the track is way beneath you off to the side. So you can't see it while you're in the minecart. It'll feel like you're flying.
コースターはちょっと苦手という人にもおすすめですよ。ぜひ家族みんなで楽しんでください。いかがでしたでしょう
I wish
か。
I got to see more of the ride. Oh, I wanted to know what was on it. I've seen the patents and everything. I've seen like ride simulations that people
それ以
constructed,
降ドン
but
キーコングは新しいゲーム機が出るたびに進化をしてきました。最初は 2D のドット画で始まったんですけれども、スーパーファミコンではレンダリング動画に、そして任天堂64では 3D へ
oh, I
と
just realized this live stream is only 10 minutes. Oh, that's unfortunate. So I guess it's just covering
才能あ
Donkey
ふれる
Kong,
ユニバー
but
サルク
still.
リエイティブの皆さんの手によってドンキーコングの世界を現実の世界に作っていただき、リアルに体験できるようになりました。ではここでユニバーサル・スタジオ・ジャパンさんから社長 CEO のボニエさんにご登場いただきましょう。
Konnichiwa. Hello to everyone watching Nintendo Direct. I am JL Bonnier from Universal Studios Japan. Thanks to the strong relationship between Universal Studios and Miyamoto-san and the wonderfully talented people at Nintendo, Super Nintendo World has made countless number of people super energized since its opening. And now I'm very happy to be able to announce the opening date of the new world's first ever area based on the world of Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong Country will be opening on December
Wow, this year.
11th,
Okay, nice.
2024. And with the opening of the new area, Super Nintendo World will power up and make people even more super energized. We look forward to seeing you here.
はい、2024年のスーパーニンテンドーワールドはマリオの世界に加えてドンキーコングの世界も一緒に楽しむことができるようになります。さらに来年2025年にはアメリカ・フロリダ州オーランド、 ユニバーサルエピックユニバースにもマリオの世界とドンキーコングの世界を両方楽しめるスーパーニンテンドーワールドがオープンします。まずはユニバーサル・スタジオ・ジャパンでドンキーコングたちとこの壮大なジャングルでお待ちしていますので、ぜひ遊びに来てください。
Whoa. Oh, there's the minecart. Nice. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Informative. I like that. I like that. I guess post-stream thoughts. I cannot wait to see what the ride looks like on the inside. I'm I'm kind of shocked that they went out of their way to make a Cranky Kong and Squawk animatronic, and the Cranky Kong animatronic will like talk to you, and he's like the one that gives you the lore. I was not expecting that. I'm trying to think if there's anything even kind of like that in the main Mario area. I know some characters talk unexpectedly, like some of the Toads do. But I don't know. Cranky Kong with a voice was not on my bingo card for sure. Cranky Kong animatronic, let alone. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. I was low-key also expecting that there was going to be kind of a different ride, maybe alongside Donkey Kong 1, or at least something similar. What is this? Han. I like Mario and Luigi, but I don't taunt me with this game I haven't bought yet. I'll get to it eventually. But no, yeah, okay, that's really fun. I was kind of expecting a separate ride in the area, like something small. I don't know, because I guess they haven't really done anything like that in the Mario area. But a lot of times, just to kind of make better use of the space and help divide the like queue times a bit, places like Disney, they like to put like your spinning teacups type ride off to the side in some of these areas, right? Like, I mean, because think about it, right? Because this is actually an issue that Disney has been running into for a bit now, is when you open a new area in a park and it's just full of complete like A-lister attractions, like cream of the crop, everyone wants to ride on these immediately type deal. You know, it gets clogged just immediately because everyone's going to be rushing in there, and you have to figure out how to handle that because, you know, sometimes Disney will come up with some stupid stuff like, oh, we're going to make a virtual queue or whatever, right? You know, just kind of ruining the fun because they tried to have too much fun at once, effectively. Because, of course, crowd sizes have only been going up in theme parks over time. So when you offer these huge things at once in a certain area of the park, you're going to make massive amounts of traffic into that one part. And then it's like, you know, it's basically up to the how good the loading capacity is of those rides to not mess it up for the rest of the park, effectively. So with the Donkey Kong thing, it was interesting the way that the cart seemed to move. They seemed to kind of have they didn't seem to stop at the station. They seemed to just keep moving. So as soon as someone unloads, the cart just keeps moving through the station, and everyone gets on it before it's done. I'm not sure what the appropriate name for that kind of track is. I almost wanted to say Omni Mover, but I know that is a very different sort of ride system. But it has kind of the similar idea of the ride basically never stops moving. You just get on and get off. And then in between, everything happens. But I don't know. I want to assume that's going to be efficient. Though, from what I could see, the ride cars were pretty big. And I think it was only like one cart per trip. And the one cart seemed to hold like four people. I didn't really get a good count before the stream was over. I'm gonna see if I can I rewind? I can't see the cart right now. But I saw it was a pretty small cart, and it was only one cart per trip. So I can't imagine the loading capacity is great, which is probably why they implemented the like automatic moving thing, so that like you just don't lose momentum over a really low number of passengers loaded at one time. So that's my main concern. There's like one huge attraction in this part of the park that everyone's gonna want to go on, and I don't know how effectively it can handle that many people without any kind of help off to the side. But we'll see. I mean, because the thing that I'm not really considering, right? This isn't just a new area of some park, right? The whole rest of the Super Nintendo world is right there, and that is also full of tons of stuff, both rides and just general activities that people will want to do probably just as much, especially if they're a first timer. So I'm sure it's not going to be a massive problem. I mean, obviously they have to have thought about this, and also that may be a bigger problem here in the States. I'm sure where theme parks are kind of a big deal. Like, I don't mean to brag when I say this. I've been to Tokyo Disneyland and Disney Sea twice each, and both times, first of all, both times I noticed the wait queues are hilarious. They're literally this. You think waiting in a queue here in one of the States parks for like 30 to 45 minutes is bad? Like, oh my goodness. It is horrible in Tokyo, but it's always worth it. The rides in Tokyo Disney Sea in particular are some of my favorite I've ever been to. I'd love to make a video on it. Tokyo Disney Sea is my favorite Disney park, in my opinion, right now. It used to be Paris, but it's absolutely Disney Sea, specifically Disney Sea now. But my point with that is, aside from the fact that it kind of proves my point of like, oh, there weren't enough slightly less exciting rides to help thin out and spread out the huge queues that could stack up. The issue was also that, or well, the non-issue, I guess, is that there were very few people actually there. So the Japan's theme parks are not as popular by comparison. They are very popular as Japanese theme parks, but like compared to like even Anaheim, easily it's like, you know, we're blowing the attendance out of the water constantly. We're also blowing the ride capacity out of the water easily because, again, you know, Disney Sea, it's like every area of that park that's worth going to has like 1 to 2 really interesting rides. And if it's just that few, then, you know, the rides are awesome. They're super fun once you get on them and you get to ride them. And the queues for each of them are really interesting and detailed every time. I've kind of been forced to sit there and enjoy them every time I was waiting, but truly they're really nice. But, you know, with a number of guests that's just like a fraction of what we would see in Orlando, they have astronomically higher wait times. So that's my worry with bringing Donkey Kong into Orlando. I hope that by opening it alongside a bunch of the other stuff, like the whole extended universe or expanded universe, I keep forgetting what it's called, you know, with the Islands of Berk and the horror movie areas and the new Harry Potter or whatever the hell. I hope that will easily spread it out, because that isn't just going to be the Disney problem where it's like we've opened one new land with one new attraction, you know, like we've added a new Ratatouille ride to France, and then everyone's there suddenly. It'll be much better because it'll be like we've opened 6 or like 5 new rides that everyone wants to be on, and they're all going to be very far from each other, thankfully. That will be a big help, I think. But that's really my only concern, and I think that's saying a lot. I'm not really concerned about the quality so far. I know the quality is a little shaky in some points of the Super Nintendo World proper, but I know those seems to be in the areas like the Yoshi's ride that are more geared to kids anyway. So, you know what? I'll take what I can get. Honestly, just seeing like live physical representation of Nintendo IPs and characters that I care about is just already really cool. I can't complain if it already looks and feels faithful, you know. I can't be mad about that, and I probably won't be ever unless they somehow really mess it up. But so far, they're on a great track record. The Mine roller coaster in particular, I think, is a great example of this, because they literally went out of their way to innovate a completely new kind of roller coaster, one that I think is going to change the industry forever, that hides the track from the riders. I mean, that's something that's been exciting me, right? I've been getting more and more and more into roller coasters as time goes on, and one of the most exciting ones for me for a while was the one in Epcot, the new Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind roller coaster. I went on that twice last time I was there, and that was really fun. Because it was very good, innovative coaster, because it was finally a roller coaster that it could not only launch, which was really fun, but it had the ability to spin not freely, but in a controlled manner. So you could point your audience towards show scenes while they're on a roller coaster, but also, as they demonstrate very well within the ride, they can really smooth out curves, or just generally make feelings and experiences on a roller coaster that would be kind of impossible otherwise. Like these new senses of like vertigo, I guess you could say, vertigo and just adrenaline that come from this combination of not just that you're moving up and down and side to side, but you can also spin in controlled ways. And again, it seems clearly they've done some really great testing on that ride, because they really made a nice smooth experience. I honestly think that Donkey Kong Minecart Madness is a step in a similar direction, because for the longest time, people have always kind of had that stupid fantasy dream that everyone knew was kind of silly, of like, oh, what if we made a roller coaster like jump a gap, right? And there was never a way that we could do that. Like, we had no idea how to figure that one out. We were like, that's going to be reserved to like simulators or whatever, right? And that's basically what we resorted to. But now they finally figured out one, or we've managed to make a roller coaster that, to be fair, is not very friendly on the amount of space it takes up in order to achieve this effect. But we've made a roller coaster that effectively hides the track from everyone that's riding on it, which means that you can do whatever you want, basically. You can, if you want to, you can make a roller coaster where the whole time it seems like the roller coaster is just flying, and you can't see anything, like where you're going. Or you can do the approach that the Minecart Madness has already just demonstrated for us, which is that you can now place a fake track underneath the car that you can do whatever you want with. So you can do things like make the fake track fall out from underneath the actual car, while the real track keeps going, and it'll seem like you're jumping a gap on a roller coaster. And maybe from an outsider perspective, it won't look like that at all. But while you're on it, it'll clearly seem like you just flew. And honestly, I can see that kind of roller coaster having amazing applications on an indoor setting where you can truly control all the visuals. Because if you make an indoor roller coaster, no one can look at it from the outside, so you're not so limited anymore by trying to hide the bottom track as much. I think that honestly is probably my most favorite potential application of roller coaster. I have no idea who will take it somewhere. I hope Disney does, but honestly, knowing the fact that all these things get patented all the time, I'm sure they won't. But we'll see. I just really want to know what this roller coaster means for the future. I'd love to go on it myself at some point and understand how it feels. Also, I don't know. I hope my excitement with this roller coaster isn't misplaced. I hope it is as interesting and fun to ride as the design would make it out to seem. But that's really all I got to say. That's like, I just added like an extra 15 minutes of me talking on top of a 10-minute video. But yeah, that's it. I think I've said everything else that I was curious about. I really hope they add some other big, strong Nintendo IPs straight into the park. That would be tons of fun. Some stuff that isn't like specifically adjacent to Mario, and we can really just blow the doors open on what is possible for live Nintendo representation. I would kill for anything. Again, like Legend of Zelda, Metroid, that would be just amazing. But with that, guys, I'm going to end the React stream here. Thank you all for watching, and I apologize for not having uploaded in a bit. There's, it's been a lot going on. I have a few scripts in either in the works or some are actually practically finished. I've just really been keeping myself busy, unfortunately, this semester, and especially on my music stuff. Speaking of which, so if you want to go check out my music channel, I mentioned it earlier in the video. That would be a great help. It's what I'm investing really heavily into right now, and hopefully, once I get to take a break during things like Thanksgiving and this Christmas, I will gladly get back into the swing of making some Disney content. Though I do know Disney has been rather shaky recently. To get kind of serious, that's honestly why I haven't made much stuff in a bit. There's just been, it's been a lot of drama nonstop, been a lot of odd decisions. I mean, I'm still really excited for D20, for everything that was shown in D23. But ever since D23 happened, I just keep hearing all sorts of things that this, like at most, can upset me a bit. And I won't get into all those things here, but I'll try and find something on a more positive note to talk about once I start making videos again, because I think that's what this community needs to hear, especially now of all times. So thank you all again for tuning in. I will catch you on the next video. Thank you.